MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Garrett Cole gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Into the box, Andrew Benintendi. He will lead this one off today. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1 and 2.
And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here now is Rafael Devers. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2. Devers is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Man, that's always tough. He was a strike away from striking out 2 in a row, but he got a little careless and caught too much of the plate there. It gets ripped for a 1-out extra base hit, and he's got some work to do now to get out of this one.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
That is full. The designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
That misses, 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. The set and the 2-1. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Gardner is there. And that retires the side. One left for the Red Sox. Sox 0. Yanks coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball, The Show. Eduardo Rodriguez is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there, and it's 0-2 now. LeMahieu, the former Colorado Rocky, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Misses, ball 2. Line towards center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Striding in, Brett Gardner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Yanked fouled off to the right. Set to deliver the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
I'm shocked he was even able to foul that one away. Now he's got to set his sights back over the heart of the plate and maybe be ready for something inside.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting first, the shortstop, Gleyber Torres.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Nope.
2-0.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
From the wind, the 2-0.
That's out.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame him. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, just a 3 for 13 batting line. He's taken him deep once. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bradley is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. Still no score. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident.
Moreland.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A solo shot here to left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, that'll rally a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
So here's Michael Chavis now.
The second baseman.
As he'll get a slider up that time, but he swings through it for the first strike.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
1-1. Is in there for the second strike.
I got the count 1-2.
And he got him.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Bradley, originally from the state of Virginia, he was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
3 balls and a strike now to Bradley. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Batting it, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Now batting, Christian Vasquez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Over to first, Cole, and a dive, but he's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Bradley leads off first with 1 away. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
2 strikes.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 9th, the right fielder, number 5, Kevin Pillar.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. From the stretch.
Nope,
Ball 1.
that's the ball.
Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the 2nd. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Two-0 count. The pitch gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
The 2-1 home, and he fouls this one off. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers. Now 1-0 Boston. Stepping up now, Luke Voigt, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the 2nd.
Luke Voigt.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Rodriguez is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike 1, strike 2 early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's 1-2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And 2-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pillar's there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Mike.
Stepping into the box, Mike Tauchman will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
And this is lined right back up the middle. And the Yankees have their first hit of the ball game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0. Here it is.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
The 2-1 home. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Both Sox win this one despite banging out only 2 hits. Eduardo Rodriguez earns the victory on the mound. Garrett Cole only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Yankees, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 2 men on base.